What's up? This is Johan from JSK Audio. I got a mail earlier from the guys over at Tegeler Audio Manufaktur who wanted to see some reviews on their gear, and I'm using 2 items from them at the moment for my Mixbus, and I thought I was gonna show a bit how I use their stuff and show some A/B testing that I've done on a current mix featuring their processors. So let's see what we can do. All right, so this is the mix that I've been working on now. It's a death metal song from the band Toxic Crypt for their new single called Otherside, that is coming out August, maybe. We'll see. Anyway, let's see how I have my setup currently. I'm using a hybrid setup for mixing. I'm working mostly in the box, but I have an analog 2-bus that I'm going out to, that I'm gonna show you right now. So I have my tracks set up inside Cubase, and I have different instrument groups going out to different outputs on my audio interface, which is an RME 802 Fireface over there. And I also have a Ferrofish Pulse 16 for conversion. And I have 8 stereo groups going out from the computer into the first Tegeler unit, which is the TSM summing mixer. I haven't included the A/B testing on this one because I'm too lazy to repatch for it. But I done A/B testing for myself, and it really adds some depth, some wideness, and some really cool saturation that I absolutely love. I use this on every mix now. I drive it more or less depending on the material, but there is always something going on there that I personally haven't been able to reproduce with plugins as of yet, at least. So I'm sending out 8 stereo channels that is going out of my patch bay and into 2D subsnakes that goes into the back of the TSM. And I also like to drive it pretty hard, especially for more heavy types of music. So I'm also shaving off a bit on the output so that it doesn't crush my compressor and stuff further down the line. And after the summing mixer, I am going into the TK Audio BC1-THD, which is a really nice VCA compressor from Swedish company called TK Audio. Yeah, and that changes a bit depending on the song, of course, but pretty standard stuff, really. And after that I go into the next piece from Tegeler, which is the EQP-1. I was kind of looking for a Pultec-like EQ, mostly for tracking actually, but this has pretty much lived on my 2-bus ever since I got it, and mixes just sound better going through it. And I mix into all of this as well. I don't add it at the end, but I always mix into it. So I generally start off with a small boost on the low end, and an even smaller boost on the high end as well, just to have like a little lift in both the highs and the lows. And since I mix into it, it kind of affects everything I do anyway, so it doesn't really add to any mid scoop or something like that, but it definitely gives a vibe and some coloration that I really find enjoyable, and it sounds good on any music basically, from like piano ballads to death metal. It always adds something nice. So yeah, that's pretty much my tubas from the summing mixer to the VCA compressor and into the EQP-1, and then I go back into the DAW for further processing and mastering as well. But let's see if we can check out some comparison videos as well.
As we make our way to the other side, we go for never looking back. As we leave behind that which we do not need, we are reborn, we rise again. As we make our way to the other side, we go for never looking back. As we leave behind that which we do not need, we are reborn, we rise again. As we make our way to the other side, we go for never looking back. As we leave behind that which we do not need, we are reborn, we rise again.
So there you have it. That's basically it. I mean, you can judge for yourself, but for me, even though it's kind of subtle stuff, all the parts really add something, and it adds something that I personally haven't been able to achieve using plugins, at least so far. So yeah, the Tegeler stuff is awesome, and it's definitely staying in my rack, and they're a great company to deal with. I had some issues with my tube summing mixer when I got it sent. It got wrecked in transport, and they were super helpful with me returning the old unit and sending out a new one like right away. So I can definitely recommend dealing with Tegeler for all of you out there. And if you are interested in summing or in kind of a Pultec style EQ for tracking, for mixing, for Mixbus, whatever, I am super happy with my EQP-1. So hats off to Tegeler, and definitely check them out. See ya.